Like, comment, share, and deport. As bizarre as it may sound, the above statement is proving to be a nightmare for foreign students in the US. In 2021, Trump was banned by social media platforms for spreading misinformation. He's now doing the same to foreign students in his country. In the past months, over 300 students have faced Trump's wrath. Their visas have been revoked and they have been deported to counter anti Semitism. Anti-Semitism is described as the hatred or prejudice towards the Jewish people. On January 29th, President Donald Trump passed an executive order titled Additional Measures to Combat Anti-Semitism that has now sparked major concerns. The US immigration authorities said on April 9 that they will scrutinize social media accounts and deny visas or residence permits to people who post content considered anti-Semitic by Trump administration. These include posts or social media activity in support of militant groups such as Houthis, Hamas, and Hezbollah, including the pro-jihadist group. The United States has classified the above organizations as terrorists. The US Citizenship and Immigration Services said that it would screen social media accounts of aliens for anti-Semitic activities. The policy will be effective immediately and will apply to student visas and requests for green cards. There is no room in the United States for the rest of the world's terrorist sympathizers. This was stated by the Department of Homeland Security. The critics have slammed Trump's actions on the grounds of limiting free speech and expression. Critics argued that the move violates the spirit of the United States, a country where the First Amendment of the Constitution talks about freedom of speech. Trump since January has revoked multiple visas and has warned universities of federal funding cuts over pro-Palestinian protests. A huge row erupted after a Syrian native, Mahmoud Khalil, was deported for leading pro-Palestinian protests at Columbia University. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said in March that he has stripped visas for some 300 people and they were doing it daily. Rubio said non-US citizens do not have the same rights as Americans and that it was at the government's discretion, not that of judges, to issue or deny visas. An Indian origin researcher, Badr Khan Suri, was detained and his visa was revoked last month for his alleged links with Hamas. However, the order was blocked later by a federal judge, Patricia Tolliver-Giles. Another Indian researcher, Ranjini Srinivasan, had self-deported when her visa was revoked by the authorities for participating in a pro-Palestine protest. Trump supports Israel's military action on Gaza and recently revived his takeover plan during his recent talks with Netanyahu. Trump has warned Hamas multiple times to release all hostages in captivity to stop the deadly war. Meanwhile, Israel has stepped up its renewed rampage that it launched after breaching the ceasefire on March 17. Over 50,000 people have died in Gaza since Israel launched a massive operation against Hamas after the October 7 attacks.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to Mirror Now.